We return back to Dark Pasts, which is part 3 of Heroes in Red. And as promised, we're going to find out what the heck Ramon has been doing this whole time. So, Ramon, from the parking lot, we do get your van up and working. It doesn't take a lot of technical know-how because of the custom parts or the customization. By that I mean like chewing gum holding a wire. It's pretty easy to follow the path backwards of everything that has been like fixed so far and has probably popped off to go pop it back on. So between you and Steve spending some time, he's not afraid he's not afraid to get dirty here. He's got the grease war paint on his face. His hands are covered in just the effort of being elbow deep in your engine. And so he hops back in the car, smelling of the not gasoline, because that's not is what is used here in the dark future. It is commonly called chew. Or chew 2, depending on your parlance. Just, you have a preference? Is it gas or petrol? The world will always be divided. And so he comes in, he is smelling of all sorts of things, like sweat and everything. His clothes are dirty. He tore him up a little bit on the engine, like reaching in and fixing stuff. I don't know, Ramon, this might actually be a good look for Steve.
Now you're looking the part.
Thank you. He speaks with some more ease and a little bit of gentle calmness in his voice as he is riding shotgun. And I never thought I could do something like this, but Ramon, in all honesty, well, your music's meant a lot. Not just the tracks that I listen to and everything, but I'd always dreamed, if you didn't know, I am the president of the roleplay club of Night City University. And,
Really?
Well, I don't want to brag, but it takes a lot of imagination and creativity. And I figured, well, that would be a way that I could stand out, I could make something of myself. But there was still just some confidence. Something wasn't sparking. Something wasn't right. And, in all honesty, Ramon, I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen. The gunshots and the explosions, I don't want to die.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm fucking scared too. I'm scared every time I step out on the stage. But that's how you live. That's how you fight against the fear. You live, you embrace it. You go for it. And don't let anyone tell you creativity is fucked up or anything. That's the whole bloody thing I've been going for. That shows you have a heart, that shows you have a soul. And that's the most fucking punk thing of all.
Yeah.
Not like these chromed up jackasses with jacks up their asses.
Yeah. It's never anything that I felt I could get into myself, and I understand. It's so tough to try and make something of yourself when people have made themselves. When they can do anything you can do, 10 times faster or better, because they can haul more, or they can just ignore the pain of things. But I don't want to lose that part of myself, Ramon, and I think that's why your music spoke to me. And I think that's why I roleplay, to get out of this hellhole reality we live in.
To be more. Yeah. I get it.
Well,
Yeah.
I might have something that can help us. Keep an eye out, make sure that everything's okay, or we might be able to find a creative way to. We might be able to find a creative way to get out of a pinch if we find ourselves in one until help can arrive.
What's that?
I don't expect you know about this sort of thing, but have you ever heard of LARPing?
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Is that the new struggle thing your kid's doing?
he hems and haws. So being the president of the roleplay club, I actually get the keys to our storage shed, which shouldn't be under a lockdown because it's a storage shed. They're not going to invest in that sort of thing. But if we ever need to, I have some things there that might be able to help us out. You know, some makeup or disguises, but maybe more importantly, I'll tell you what. Why don't I show you? If you can,
Might be quicker, it might be better. Oh, I think we lost you, Maddie.
Oh, hello. I don't know. I still see you all.
Nope. Okay, I heard.
Okay.
Sorry, it might be my connection then.
All right. So he goes into whatever this thing called LARPing is. He tells you with specificity. It's live action role playing. It's a little bit more than he starts nerding out. It's the more sophisticated form. You're not at a table rolling dice. You actually got to swing these things called boffers. They're really cool. You actually have to block the hits yourself. And so he's definitely now a lot more confident and laid back. Like he's actually leaning back in the seat. He's got an arm out the window as you're going all of like 15 miles an hour on like the paths over campus, but he's sitting back. He's just going, yeah, all this cool stuff. I've, what you see in that shed, I built most of that. Don't want to brag, but, maybe I could show you my work. You've shown me yours.
Well, if it's gonna help us get out of here, sure.
So you drive by the through a little perimeter road over to an area on campus that would be a little bit like a sports field. And he tells you, all right, yep, right here. And he's got the keys on him. Come on, I'll show you around. It's a shack, but he's speaking with great confidence at this point. He'll show you around the shack. The field house,
I'm in his territory now.
Yep. So a good old fashioned key and a very ornate looking lock. Nothing electronic about it. It is just metal on metal. Opens up, flips on the lights, and inside are like striking dummies, are all kinds of different like tumbling mats. There's some different like costumes and stuff hung up on hooks, all manner of weapons that are made out of foam. And there's also a couple little drones that are on shelves. And he tells you, yeah, we use those for practice, and we can even put some of the costume elements on it, and kind of we have them hover, and then that's how we practice striking, because we get them to dodge around with a cape and other things on them. They can be controlled by cyberware, but I promise. And he looks over again at you, Ramon, with confidence. He pulls down an actual like a remote control. It's all natural,
Okay.
baby.
You are adorable. So, Wait, you're telling me you're a brawler?
I don't want to brag, but I've swung a buffer or two in my day, ma'am.
That could be very handy.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, hold on now. In fact, can you? I always need a hand. Can you come over here and help me out? And he goes further into the field house here, and he's a bit on his tippy toes. He asks if you can hold him and like hold him up because he has a secret stash that he wants to.
She will try.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for athletics. I think. That's my D&D term creeping back in.
Yeah, no, there is an athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having several systems in your brain at any point in time. Whoa, look at that. All right. So in the Chroma Company, we would have called that as Jade the Swall there. So invoking some warlocks, pact in strength here. You grab them and I don't know, Ramon, maybe you got some, there's a thrill, some adrenaline, your hormones or something, just like, you're into this. And, he asks, can you lift me higher? And you do. You hoist him. And all right. I think I get... He grabs something and then shifts and collapses on top of you, Ramon. And you fall back onto some tumble pads that are in the field house here. And Steve is atop you here. And he's like, I'm sorry, but anyway, he sits up. And so he's atop you, and he didn't quite realize the situation yet. And he looks down, and he's like,
mind getting off me, please."
Yeah. And so he rolls over, and he rolls onto his back, and as he's laying back, Ramon, you see that a mighty sword is drawn up as he erects it high into the sky of this field house, and he tells you that this is my Excalibur. It is not. Uh-huh. It is not legal for our sanctioned LARPing, so But I figure if you need something done, you got to get the big. Well, it's not a gun, but you got to get the big guns, if you know what I mean. And so he's showing off. He is showing off his sword, but I understand this could seem very silly, and you might ask, well, how can this be useful at all? As you might remember from, myths and history, Excalibur's a magical sword. So not only, and he flips a switch and it lights up. Not only can it light up, but kind of. There's actually some pyrotechnics at the end, and you save that for a special, for a critical hit, so to speak. I know it's not the same as, the gun that you're packing, but that's the best I have and the best I can do right now. So if you need something lit up, Ramon, you let me know, and I'll be your noble paladin.
I'll let you know, yeah. If nothing else, I'm sure whacking someone around the side of the head with that would do some damage.
I know how to slip the foam off. So
I'm sure you do.
I honestly, if I were to, get into a fight, Ramon, I wouldn't mind not using protection. As he sort of like gives a coy little unstrapping of a Velcro on the foam.
Let's get this stuff back to the van.
Right. Right. He gives a little bit of a sigh and picks himself up, hoists himself up with his Excalibur. You want anything else here?
Ramon? Like, she'll probably, like, maybe some of the ones you can hit or throw with. You're the expert here. And I'd like to add right now, Ramon's not, like, she's intentionally not facing him.
Is Ramon flustered?
She's not flustered. No.
Oh.
No, she's just more paying attention to where the van is.
The static van that's been in the same place this whole time.
Yes, yeah. Just making sure it's still there, because, hey.
All right. So you leave the field house with Steve, Excalibur, and he brings one of the remote control drones as well. Not knowing if there's anything else, he locks up and we have more people stopping by to see what's happening here. I didn't know this was so public. This was an intimate moment between Ramon and Steve, and we got a bunch of voyeurs popping in. So
nothing happened there.
No, nothing. So I'm sorry I didn't give the shout out earlier. Hans Halfelven and Macabre Derek. Thank both of you for raiding in. I didn't give the shout out because we're having a moment. But thank you for coming over. And so things get loaded up, and he tells you, so I know a place on campus that that I think we can go to. We're either going to be safe, or, I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of other people who are there. Whenever there's a lockdown, if people are locked outside, there's different zones on campus you can go to. They're like a rally point, and I think I know the one that we can go to. So I don't know what's waiting for us there, Ramon, but I want to go on that adventure with you.
We never know what's coming for us in life, so load up and let's go.
Yeah. And he's like, you know, he does like the yeah, got it. And very, very naturally, like it not awkward, at least on his part, he says yeah, and he goes in and he just like gives you a great big hug. He's like, let's do this, Ramon.
Ramon will like hug back like the awkward, yeah, okay, I am not you, I don't normally do hugs, but you deserve one. there, kind of thing.
Now, Zeke, this would be when you are getting the report that Ramon is on the move, as she has lingered at this other destination for some time. And those of you in the parking lot are loading up onto your motorcycles and following Zeke, who has a tracer on the Shattered Data van. Well, the parties depart. Though the first to arrive at a very beautiful part of campus.
It's beautiful and familiar looking.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
I think we blew up half of this place.
Well, it's new to me, so
So you are going to Raphael Park, and you're going to be rallying with other people, as this is a very nice place on campus. It's full of life. There's trees, there's squirrels, there's grass, there's a very nice fountain with relatively clean water. This is a nice study area. And so this is why it's one of the rally points, because aerial vehicles can set down pretty easily. There's smaller trees and such. And let me. Nope, not that. Hang on a second. I need to go grab your van from the parking lot. There we
where else would
go.
a van be?
And so you are pulling up right over here on this side of the map. And there is a security golf cart. This is probably a little bit smaller. The scale's a little bit off right now to just let you see who's here. We're going to go back down to 1 square for a person. But there's a couple
It's
people
Raphael
here.
Park. They could all be really giant.
Yeah, well, that's true too. You do see the flashing lights of not just a security cart, but two like campus police vehicles. The lights are on in the park. Everything seems to be pretty well lit. It does get a little dim over here too, in some shady spots here. The fountain is going, and you and Steve, you're in the van. What are you saying and doing here? Because there's some cones that looks like they've been put up. And there's people by the fountain.
It looks like if we want to, wow.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm reconnecting to Kitty Bird and Coffee Cat. Hello? Uh-oh. Is the internet cutting out again? Can any of you hear me? Can any of you hear me on Twitch? Am I still broadcasting? Yeah, you all can in the audience? Oh, all right. Well, here we go again. Yeah, who needs the players? Come on. I can solo this, everyone. Don't you believe in me? All right, so I guess oh yeah, you know what? Looking at Discord, it's down to 1 red bar. Though I don't know why that had my video cutting out for only those other two. All right, well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Technical difficulties. It's not a Tuesday without this being the case here. Yeah, I can't hear you, so Discord is saying only 1 red bar for voice, which is a little bit disappointing. Discord, not that any of you watch this from your company, but I don't want to brag. We're a tier 3 server thanks to supporters out there like you all, which should ensure the highest whatever, like, data package or the highest quality for voice calls. So, can you all hear me now?
We can hear you.
Cool.
We can still hear you.
I'm back. I'm now at 3 green bars. So
we have been able to hear you this whole time.
Yeah.
It's working fine for us, just
but now,
not for you.
Yeah. All right. Well. Anyway, we're back.
Hear me?
I'll try and reconnect to get all of you up, and I have Hey, all right. Now we're back. Okay. So, you are still in the van, even though I have your tokens outside. What are you doing? There are just people standing in the park.
First thing I'm gonna do is like just check the area, see if certain people are around, because like anyone looking to cause trouble, and that. But after that, she's gonna like. It looks like we can't go any further in the van at the moment, so let's get out. And I'm guessing this is the rally point you were going on about. So,
Well, you could move the
Yes.
street cones or run them over, but they're just cones.
oh, okay. Yeah, she'll get out and move the cones. She's like, meh.
Okay.
Take them aside.
Yeah.
And move the van further into. Probably not right by the fountain, but further in and closer. Trying not to hit anyone as she goes.
Ping on the map where you want the van to be.
Oh. Okay, my pinger is not working. But
up
you
there.
Just click and hold. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not used to having a green ping.
Yep, that's fine. All right, so go ahead and click and hold where you want to move the van.
Ow!
Okay.
There was a cat using my butt as a scratching post.
Oh yeah, right. She does that to me. I'll be broadcasting here. He's like, I'm just gonna stretch and right on. Yep.
Scratch
Okay.
my butt with those claws.
Ramon, is that where you want the van? Are you good there?
I'm good. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because nothing's gonna happen. I mean, totally no.
Nah, not at all.
Nah.
All right. So you move the cones over. You drive up, and as you do, you're a lot closer. And these people are they're just standing there. Just almost like head down and kind of shoulders, just like loose shoulders, head down, kind of stationary.
She's gonna slam the horn on her van.
Okay.
See if she gets any reaction out of them. Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, that's fucking weird.
Make a perception also while you're here.
No, that's not my character sheet there. Why did I click that? Okay, perception, under awareness, I think. Yes. Okay. Come on. Come on, baby.
As you're looking around,
Yeah.
you see Sharp standing here and is just glowing red. Just it's like a soft pulse. But she's not moving. Though she is at least standing more upright than everyone else who's slouched.
Ramon tells Steve to stay with the van.
Okay.
She starts heading towards Sharp. Like, not trying to sneak or anything, but like trying to larger than life kind of thing, you know. I mean, punk.
Okay. As you are, let's see, you want to give off the vibe as you're walking up to Sharp.
Yeah.
Let's have this be a fashion roll.
Oh.
If you got the if you got the walk, you're doing something.
Okay.
You're doing a slick little something here. As you're popping the collar or you're posturing yourself in your gear.
Yeah. Like, pushing up the glass.
Yep.
Is that wardrobe and style then, or?
Yeah. Do wardrobe and style here.
Okay.
Okay. You're pretty confident. You got a good stride. Your boots are making the noise you want them to make. You got you got that jingle jangle jingle that you need. Sorry, Zeke, I know it's getting into your territory. But as you're making your way, this guy right here doesn't lift his head up. It's as if you don't exist. As you approach Sharp, then there's no reaction. Sharp is just pulsing red.
Yeah. Well, Ramon's gonna like say where she is, but she's gonna call out, "Oi, bitch!" Like trying to get her, like, how about shove? Hey.
You getting up in her face? Or you're
No,
shouting from a distance?
She's shouting from where she was, yeah. Like,
okay.
Thinking, like, she's still kind of testing if anyone still, like, so she's trying to, like, make it as distant and wide as possible. If that.
Go ahead and I want you to roll a face down. As you are presenting yourself and you're challenging Ramon here. Now, she's still intimidating, especially in this scene, so I'm not going to alleviate you of your -2 against her. You can use Fickle God Favors or any of your luck pool, but I want you to roll a face down.
Which did refresh, so I am going to use 2 luck.
Okay.
And I have 1 Fickle God, do I? Or?
Yes.
Yes. I'm throwing the Fickle God in there as well.
Okay.
So 3 luck. And I actually did a button for this.
Yes.
Because, god damn it, I'm...
Get that cool attack in.
Okay. So...
It'll be what you roll +1 due to the net circumstances.
Yeah. So...
Okay.
I'm just gonna go and hide. Because I know...
You try to assert yourself. You're coming off shaky. Even you can feel it. There's no real challenge back. So, in a sense, you won, but it wasn't really a victory because there's really no challenge back at you. However, because Sharp is standing up, unlike the others who are just sort of slouching in place, you can see that her eyes, as you are asserting yourself at her, in her direction, do fall on you.
No. Help.
Her voice sounds a little bit different. It's lighter than what you're used to, but she does meekly ask for help.
What the fuck is going on here? Fuck. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know I will try and sort this out. But I don't know what's going.
Are you keeping your distance?
That's actually really shaken her, but asking for help.
Yeah, and her voice is a lot softer now.
She'll move like a little closer, but kind of wary of the red light. But yeah,
move yourself where you want to be then.
Yeah, sorry, but I was on the wrong again. Trying to. Okay. Hold on. Why is this not? Okay, I select move. Come on. Okay, for some reason I can't seem to move myself.
Oh. Well, here, ping where you want to be. I'll move you. And Quingar, can you make sure that Kitty Bird can control Ramon's token? Like, do you want to be right here? Or do you want to be right in front of her? Right here? Pardon.
Actually.
One more?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like Ramon's still kind of like wary that she might try and throw a fist or something.
As you approach, and you're this close to Sharp's eyes never leave you as you're getting closer. And when you are at that point, her body gives kind of like a jerk and a spasm. Like maybe she was going to reach out at you, but she seems to be bound or something just isn't working.
What the fuck did you do?
Ramon, I need you to roll a resist torture and drugs.
Oh. Where's...
No, wait, I'm sorry. Ramon, I don't need you to roll resist torture and drugs.
Oh, okay.
Pardon. Yep, sorry. That was I had the wrong thing in mind. So she twitches. As she does, the woman who's next to both of you also kind of jerks a little bit. Now, the woman who's standing next to you is not nearly as chromed by any degree as Sharp. Though, and the other people that are close by, they have varying degrees. Some things are very overt. Some people might not be as chroned, but you would still see that they have some plugs or some interfaces. You know, none of them are your fans, but they were people in the club because they're covered in blood. Now, a question for the oncoming others. Primarily for you, Zeke, because if you want to go quickly, I would need a drive. If you want to go 15 miles an hour down the pathways, I don't need it. It's just a matter of timing. How quickly do you want to get there? Since you're the one who can hone in quickly? Okay. Then go ahead and make a drive ground vehicle. And you are also floating some Fickle God favors and luck points.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use my luck for this.
Okay. You want to throw in a +1?
I will throw in a +1.
Sure. Got it.
So I have +9 normally. So that's going to be +8.
Okay.
Oh, I remember how I screwed it up because I changed my 8 stat from reflex to cool. That's why I went +9. Should be +10, but I did not.
Pardon.
See, this is what happens when you use paper character sheets. The math does not automatically update.
Yep.
You end up not quite optimized as well as you thought you would be. Okay, so +8.
In cyberpunk slang, I believe it's called dirty. If you're doing like pen and paper stuff, if it's all like if it's manual, it's dirty.
17.
Okay, so you're fine. So Zeke, you with Tessa are, you can gun it more quickly, and as we're going faster than normal, I would like a ground vehicle also from Benji.
All right.
If you intend to keep up with them anyway.
I do.
All right. So you have a passenger, but you're also like, you're gunning it, but you're not going like, 80 on college paths. So it'll just be a straight up roll here. Things will, kind of come out in the wash.
Land.
Yeah, drive land vehicle here.
14.
14. Okay. There we go. That's enough to go at a brisker pace. Now we come over to Rock. Rock, I will also need one from you. Now you do have a guy on your handlebars, and you got a guy behind you. So you can also you can either choose to go slower than everyone else, or if you want to keep up, you can roll a ground vehicle. But that might mean you either lose one of your guys on the way, like they fell off, and you're just not going to wait for them. Like, yeah, meet us there, or so it's your choice. You can go slow and safe, or you can keep up with everyone and possibly lose one, both, or all three passengers on the motorcycle, depending on how badly.
Based on my rules, I'm gonna play it safe.
Okay. All right. So Rock will arrive as backup, so to speak, as we have Benji, Ian. We have Benji, Ian, Zeke, and Tessa, who pull up on their motorcycles. Which Quengar, if you can put their motorcycles over here, they're the top two ones on that slide, the two different color ones. And then if you want to, let's see. Well, here, we got, there's a Zeke. And we got a Benji as well. Loop. And you've certainly found the right place, because as you're pulling up on the motorcycles, there's some cones that are set aside, and you can see the band van for Shattered Data, which is still running. Well, I presume, right? You wanted Steve to be in there, and are you keeping the van running? Okay.
Yeah, keep it running. Also, it's easier to keep it running than trying to start it.
Yeah. You don't want to have to go through that again, right?
So, come on, we gotta go. Hold on.
Okay. So rumble. You slow down on the approach here, because there's the van, and we have the four of you. That are here. Would Benji or Zeke like to say or do anything in this moment of arriving on the map?
Making sure my weapon's on me.
Yeah, I've got I've got 2 weapons that I own, and I feel like I should be able to stash them both on my bike. One of them is a long rifle, and the other one is a handgun. Don't know what you think about the long rifle, other than and obviously I can own it, but I don't know if I could have brought it with me.
You could have it in a holster on your bike. That's fine.
All right. So I'm basically loading up all my heavy weapons. I've got a better quality pistol, and a like I said, long rifle. So I'm getting both of those off of my bike. and no time to bother with concealment right now.
Okay. So Zeke is hopping off the bike, getting some things ready. And I'm sorry, Benji, you were. Are you
doing
hopping?
the same?
You're doing
Yeah.
the same? Okay.
Yeah.
Ramon, I need you to make a hearing-based perception for me, please.
Okay. Perception.
Okay. You hear Sharp say something here.
No. Run.
What do you mean?
Run.
The voice takes a dramatic dip. And as that happens,
Could you see it again? Because I didn't hear that.
oh, sorry if it didn't go off here.
Yeah, it warped it
Pretty
real bad
small.
that I didn't understand what the words.
Run. Run.
RUN run.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Now, one second.
Oh boy.
When the words run are uttered for you, Ramon,
Mm-hmm.
Sharp's body, with that weird, almost bioluminescent glow that you noticed the first time you saw her at the noodle stand. The entire area is bathed in red light. And the others in Raphael Park here begin to twitch and shudder. Zeke, as you are at the side of your motorcycle and you are adjusting, like you're undoing the strap, you're getting the rifle and everything, Tessa taps you on the shoulder. Zeke? And she points, and you can kind of look up from like squatting beside her, and you just follow her arm. And while you can't see here in line of sight due to the shrubs and everything, you can see that the water is reflecting the red light and such, that there's a red glow coming from beyond, and that there are you can just see this person here. It looks like he is just standing and twitching, just like servos, whether mechanical or meat, are just going nuts in this moment.
Okay.
Just describing what you're seeing here.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like I have an action ready, right? I mean, I'm still getting organized.
Yeah, just in the moment, if there's something you want to say or do, we're not in initiative yet, but I'm taking things step by step narratively.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're about 50, 60 feet away from the fountain, right? So...
yeah, so each square's a yard.
Yeah.
So...
Last time I was here, it felt a little bigger. Almost like the scale has changed. Maybe it's just because I got bigger, and it's like when you go back to your high school after you've been gone for decades and everything seems smaller. It's like that.
More like elementary school.
It's like the chairs are tiny now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I have to do is still just get my weapons. But as soon as is this like a solid kind of a thing? Is it like a hedgerow or is it like a planter?
These are planters with so they're wooden planters with hedges in them. These are wooden benches that you can hide behind.
Everything went black. Everything has gone black.
Weird. It dimmed for me. I don't know what happened.
Put Fog of War on the map, probably.
Oh, I wonder if I long pressed something, or I don't know. Quingar, can you check out what's going on? If that was a setting that got there, we go.
Quingar, help.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so my plan is to get my guns ready, and then grab Tessa, I guess. Boy, is that awkward, but she doesn't know it's awkward. Grab Tessa and have us take cover behind these planters. They should be filled with dirt, so that should be halfway decent cover.
Yep. Sure. Go ahead and you can move yourself behind the planter. That's fine.
We'd probably be in the other order. I would probably be here, and she'd probably be behind.
Oh, all right. I gotta swap you real quick. All right, there you go.
No, I meant with her over here.
All right. What? Run out here and shout? All right.
That way she doesn't get in my way if I need to take a shot.
Yeah. Now, remember, cover in Cyberpunk, if you're using it, it's not gradiated like in D&D. If you see something, you can shoot it. If you can't, you can't. So it's pretty much an on or off switch, which is supposed to, because this is a pretty intense battle system. So just for all of you, bear that in mind if you wish to use cover. Cover is going to be a very good friend to avoid taking damage, because you can't do a lot of that. There's no cure spells in Cyberpunk. Your hit points are a managed decline, with maybe an exception if Benji can get to you to slap patch you real quick.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm here for.
But that is close contact, and things like certain weapons have very large radiuses and boxes. Yeah. So I can get twofers depending on what might happen. All right. So Benji, in this narrative moment, what are you doing as you see Zeke grab Tessa and dip behind the hedges? Like you can look over as Ian's reaching in and grabbing his scanner. What are you doing as you see Zeke and Tessa take cover? Ian is kind of useless in this regard because he's more interested in getting his scanner from his coat. What are you doing?
Let's see, where am I? Here we go. I am with Ian. I kind of want to get behind this tree here.
Okay.
But also want to kind of. I'm kind of wanting to see if this is something that I would be aware of as some kind of issue in general with somebody's cybernetics. If that what this resembles in a way.
All right. Well, are you hiding behind the tree or are you looking?
I'm looking. And I'm taking Ian with me.
Okay. Then you're dipping behind here?
Yeah, kind of. If I can still get like line of sight of what's going on over here. But that's more important to me right now. Like, what's going on over there?
For simplicity's sake, for the map, I'm gonna say that like this is cover. You have a wall of vegetation between you and the fountain area. So like
I was meaning like move myself to a place where I can overlook it, but still like if I suppose like be right here instead and still have like line of sight over there because I want to check it out, but I kind of want to have a quick access to cover if I need it.
Okay. So you can see on the tree here that there is a red glow on the leaves.
Okay. Like I don't see anything else that's going on over here?
No, because this is blocking your view. That the tree and the shrubs are blocking
well.
your sight. So I was drawing a line. I forgot how to draw a line, but I was drawing a line to here because you can see that over the cone and between the benches.
Okay, then instead I want to like be over like right here and doing the same thing.
All right, what's your move?
Move. Where do I find move? My move.
It's one of your stats. It'll be 4, 5, 6, or whatever. Because that's how many squares you'll get to move.
6.
Okay. So, yep, you can put yourself 6 squares away from your starting point here.
Okay.
And diagonals are one move. We won't do the staggered.
Okay. And that puts me like right there.
Okay. All right. So you dash from the bike. Ian seems to be in his own world. Like he doesn't get off the bike except to like put a foot down because the weight shifted. But as you are there and you're looking around, you see yep. So you see that there are some jittering people here. You would also see Ramon is standing next to the source of red light, but you won't be able to see who that is over between Ramon and this other person. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The fuck is she doing over there? Okay. Fluff is gonna be text.
Yeah. Yep. That's fine. All right. Let's come back over in our narrative initiative. Like Rock is still on his way with his buds. Ramon, you are going to get to do something before I get to do something as sharp. What would you like to do? She's lit up in red, and everyone around you is just shaking.
She looks her in the eyes and goes, I'm sorry. And she starts running.
Okay. What's your move?
That is a good question. My move is 5.
Okay, move yourself 5 squares around the fountain unless you want to go into the fountain, in which case every square through water would be a 2 for 1.
I don't think that will occur to her just yet. 2. Like, yeah, and I just before she turns heel and runs, like, she's like, I'm sorry, and
Okay.
yeah, because Because I don't think me being cool at her will stop whatever's coming.
She springs forward. She crouches down as if now she can move after all of this. And she sprints at a fast pace. Looks like I'm getting the reset on cameras. I hope you all can still hear me. Maybe not. Hello?
Oh,
I can hear you, Kitty.
Oh,
I
there's
think-
Maddie again.
Okay.
Maddie, we've lost you.
I can hear you. Oh, I'm down to one
It's
red
every time
bar.
he tries to do sharp.
Isn't that how it goes? All right, well,
Hello.
Oh no!
yeah, well, lost audio
The
again.
game doesn't want to end.
It doesn't. We have,
Well then.
okay. So I will continue to narrate for the audience while Discord reconnects to my players. Oh no. Yeah, is Discord going out again? Is it coming back is the bigger question. This is quite the mood killer when this happens, everyone.
Oh no.
Hello? Came in, and it's fading again. Hello, hello? Alright, well, let's see if I'm... Oh, am I reconnected?
Yeah.
Oh, we hear you.
Okay, there we go. So, we have Sharp squats down and leaps forward with small jets coming out of her feet to accelerate this jump. She lands. Ramon, as she's as her body is roaring over you, you are getting
Maddie, we lost audio on you again.
Help!
Oh, there it goes.
and she lands. She folds her arm back and aims towards your van, because even though her head is looking at you, Ramon, her body is facing the van. Her arm cocks back, opens up.
Stay!
Oh no, poor Steve.
A grenade launcher fires from Sharp, dealing 31 points of damage to your hoopty. And
That rocket quite nice.
yeah, the van, I'm sorry,
I killed Steve.
but the van explodes.
Oh no. Just as I was just shipping them.
I know. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
I gave you a chance to kiss with him or sleep with him in the field house, but
You did. You did.
the opportunities we don't take in life.
Yes.
And
Oh,
your
well.
noble
Then
your
she
noble
knows that one too
paladin.
well.
Yeah, my noble paladin has died.
Your noble paladin, well, maybe, we'll see.
Yep.
Right now, the van is consumed in fire. And for everyone present,
Bitch.
she has a grenade launcher?
Shit.
Now, what she yelled in her voice was loud enough for all of you to hear.
That's that's a development.
And what I need before we move into things here, Rock, I want you to roll 1d3 in chat, and we're gonna see how long it takes for you to arrive on scene. Now you will see the explosion ahead of you, so at least you'll have an idea. Whoa, someone brought some heavy firepower, so you can, I don't know, strategize or do something with your boys on your bike. So you can see
What
the
is
effect here. Oh, what's that?
What is the command?
Just
for roll three?
/roll space 1d3.
Poor Steve.
I know.
All right.
What you might be like?
Of course, I roll a 3.
Might be like.
Now, Crispy, if you want, or I'm sorry, Rock, if you want, you can try gunning it on these turns to get there sooner, but it will take at least 3 rounds otherwise if you want to arrive safely with a guaranteed all 3 of you on the bike.
And what's my option to run a vehicle land thing?
Yeah. So you can when we get to you, you can either take it safely and you will be there on 3 rounds, and you can hop off and take an action and you'll get battlefield data, because if there's other gunfire or whatever, you'll be able to hear that even because you're taking your time, you're not gunning the engine, so you'll have battlefield data when you arrive. It's not like, tell me what's going on, and then you waste time doing that. But you won't be on the map for 3 rounds unless you want to push it and you want to either kick someone off and you gun it personally and have them run up, or you just want to try and haul ass and get all 3 of you there as quick as possible. But that'll be your call. And what I'm going to do to make things simple here, we are going to have we're going to have the initiative be Ramon, Sharp, and then we will go Crispy, or I'm sorry, we'll go Rock, Zeke, Benji, and then the other people who are kind of like shaky and doing their thing. Which Ramon, the lawman that's up here that was just sort of slouched over by the car, is also kind of shimmying and shaking. So
Okay.
as a heads up on that. So that was, we had Ramon and we had Sharp. So now let's go Rock, Zeke, Benji. So Rock, what would you like to do here? Do you want to gun it and risk it, or do you want to approach with everyone?
So when I'm gunning it, if I risk it, am I risking it of all 3 of us showing up on time, or?
Yeah, if you do not do well enough here, then you will drop 1, both, or all 3 of you off the motorcycle, because you'll have spun out, or kind of you'll have taken a turn or something.
So, I mean, I guess, what does this do? Does this, if I chance it, do I show up now, or
Yes.
does it just?
Yep.
Okay.
If you chance it, you can, that'll count as I'll count that as your turn. You will have arrived on the scene, and then you can take a full action next round. Otherwise, you can wait it out and be safe, but come with 3 people.
But it would be 3 rounds before I get here.
Yes, but it would be you and your 2 boys as backup. Or if you want, you can just drop them off and be like, hey, hoof it and arrive when you arrive, but I got to get there first or something. You can, if you have an option like that, or you want to pitch an option like that too, I'm open to it.
So if I do that option, if I drop them and tell them to just get here, it'll take them 3 rounds to get here, but then I can get here sooner?
It might take them a little bit longer because they're not on a motorcycle and you're gunning it. But yeah, they will arrive a certain time later on foot. And then I'd still ask for a drive, but it won't be as difficult because it's just you.
Okay. Can I wait 1 round to make the decision whether I want to chance it or not? It'll still come back around to me in the initiative order. Right?
I mean, if you want to wait, then we just say, okay, so in 2 rounds, or it'll just come down off the 3.
So there's the potential for me to make it there, all of us safe and sound, or the potential that we all 3 could die, basically.
Not die. It's just you drop your bike and you'd have to.
All right. It's so the check is a drive land vehicle.
Yes. Now, if you want to use your Fickle God's favor or any luck, you can invoke that before you roll. And if you want to get here with both of your backup guys on your bike, I'm going to be looking for a difficult check. This is going to be a 19 I'm looking for.
Ouch.
Yeah. It's tough, but you got 3 people on one older motorcycle and you're gunning it.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, you can... What's that?
How many favors and lucks and stuff do I have?
You have 2 favor, and your luck is whatever your luck stat is. At the beginning of every game, that refills. So if you have 6 luck, you have 6 points that you can drop into something all at once or one at a time. Or 2 at a time or whatever. It's just a pool.
So let me do my. I'm gonna use all my 5 luck.
Okay. Do you also want to use your Fickle God favors?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
All right. So this is going to be at a +7.
So when I roll this, it's a plus. So my drive land vehicle, I'm at level 4, and I have an 11 in drive land vehicle. So it'll be 11
+7 plus a D10
plus whatever I roll.
Yep.
Yeah. So just hit it, and we're adding 7 because the sheet will automatically add your stat to your skill. Nice. Okay. Nice. So 16 plus that full 7. Is okay, that's a 23. So we have roaring up at this explosion, and then with I don't know, you tell your boys, like, I don't know, like, shift your count, like you give some sort of a tactics command. They shift, you lean into it, and you just leave a trail of rubber on the very nice flagstones of the park here as you come screaming in and screaming also to a stop. And so we'll put these are your 2 boys in blue here. They have the blue dots on them. And then we have Rock. You come screaming up as you had 1 on the handles. You're in the middle here. Okay, so your turn, you are here, or I don't know, would you prefer to have arrived here or behind the security golf cart?
I wanted to arrive kind of up by the security golf cart.
Sure. You did well enough. You can place yourself here. So, all right. You come to a stop, and you and your boys, you get off the motorcycle, and you are going to be ready to go on your next turn. But all this turn, you gunned it. You did this epic maneuver. You're safe. Everyone's here, and you are on the scene. Rock, you see that. You would see that there's a very red glowing person who, now that that's the person who shoved past you in the club. You would also see your contract to protect. You are going to see Ramon up here by the trees, and there's a van on fire. which you would be able to identify. Yep, that just got hit by a rocket launcher. I'm sorry, a grenade launcher. Okay. So now let's go to Zeke. Zeke, what are you doing?
All right. Well, seems pretty obvious. Fun to shoot first and ask questions later, but I think I already got my answers. Can I get a shot on?
Let's see. Well, if you go here, 1, 2, 3. Well, the terrain might be blocking depending on where you're.
I don't want to move out from behind my hedges, but
You can, if it's single shot, just like in D&D, you can split your movement. So you can move, shoot, and then move back if you wanted to. If you wanted to do try that tactic.
Yeah, I can. Hang on. I got. Oh my goodness.
It's right. If you want, we can go to Benji real quick. That's fine.
No, it's only 2 seconds.
Okay, no problem. If it's animal stuff, I just had Raichi come in and nudge on my leg, which is better than clawing, so I get it. I get it. You want to come up and say hi?
I have the world's most obnoxious dog.
It's fine.
I just want everyone to know that.
Is it baby boy?
Oh, it's big puppy.
Big boy.
He's a big thing, but yeah. So I'll go ahead and move left a little bit, and then I want to take an aim shot with my rifle. Then I'll move back. I can do that. I have never done combat in Cyberpunk before. I only kind of glossed over the combat rules.
Okay.
Figuring you would help me out a little bit with the mechanics.
All right, aiming is a thing you can do. Though, oh, I forgot. Was that an action or is part of it that increases your difficulty? Hang on 1 second. Because I have not aimed. I've done very basic stuff in the firefight, but
It's page 170 in the book.
Okay. Thank you. There we go. Right to it. Oh, aim shot is a -8, and then you can choose head, held item, or leg. So,
right.
Okay, yeah, you can move, declare that you're aiming for some part, and then we'll resolve things from there depending on your distance with your weapon. Since that's going to, that might have an effect on the difficulty value, although I have to double check something. I can choose to evade this, so so I guess go ahead and yeah, I guess yeah, since I have a reflex of 8 or higher, I can choose to attempt a dodge at a ranged attack instead of using the range table to determine the difficulty value. And I will choose to dodge your bullet. So go ahead and take your shot, and then I'm going to roll my evasion.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go for a boom headshot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use my luck, all of my luck.
Ooh.
7 luck. I'm gonna use it all.
Do you want any fickle god favors? You're floating. You're floating 2.
Yeah, I'll use a fickle god.
All right,
So
we'll
that'll
use
be-
a fickle
that'll be
god.
+8, and then I also have +1 for a behold, a different augmentation, different from the one you saw before.
Okay.
So that'll be +9. And then I have -2 because I'm brain damaged.
Yes.
So that'll be +7. And I believe it is reflex plus my weapon skill. Is that correct? Or
That
it
is
dex?
correct. Attacker's reflex plus weapon skill plus 1d10.
Okay, so my reflex is 7, my skill is 6, my bonus is 7 more. Is that correct? We figured that out?
Yes.
Okay. So sorry for being so clumsy at this. I'm new to this, so it's 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus d10.
There it is.
6.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh. This man came ready to fight.
And it's an excellent quality gun, whatever that means.
All right. So, Sharp goes to evade and fails to do so. Is caught off guard from this fantastic roll. So yeah, that's going to be a
Excellent
hit
quality
to the
sniper
head.
rifle.
And what is your damage?
I have no idea.
Oh, all right.
So it's I'm looking at the damage table on page 173. Is that right?
That is single shot. This is with a sniper rifle.
Yes.
That's just the range to hit. We need to go back to. You are dealing 5d6.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
And you will have to reload after 3 more shots.
That's okay. And now, do I get bonus for the headshot? Does that double it?
The headshot is going to. That might be an automatic. Critical
Yes.
hit.
Page 170.
Yeah.
Multiply the damage
Yeah.
by 2.
Okay.
But then there's head armor, so you'll have to figure that out because I don't know your head armor value.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start with the 5d6. 21.
Okay. So that is going to deal 10 points of damage. So that is itself. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, times 2 because it was. Yeah.
Headshot. Yep.
Okay, so it's actually 42 minus 11 is 31.
No, I think you multiply it after you subtract the damage. After you subtract the armor.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That gets through the target's head armor. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
So that's 10 times 2 is 20. So she takes 20 to the head. Now, you didn't roll 2 6s in your damage, so there's not a critical
Yeah.
hit.
It's so sad. And then I'll move on back behind the cover.
Okay. So yeah, Zeke ducks back in. Ramon, because her head was turned to you, you just see sparks fly off the back of Sharp's head as there's some like wire and some of this like thick glowing blood that it doesn't like spray out. It just sort of like drips out. Like almost like red highlighter fluid that's very viscous. As she shudders forward and just takes this headshot from behind.
I ought to put down a bison from across the prairie. What's she made of?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Anger and cyberpsychosis, it seems.
Yeah. Same. Fair.
What did you do to yourself?
Help. Benji, what are you doing?
Yeah. Since my good friend Zeke took a shot at her, I am actually going to also take a shot at her with my pistol.
Okay, you might need to move one more square up.
Okay. Because my range is pretty. My range is it's ranged medium pistol.
One more up this way by the golf cart.
Oh, in order to get line of sight. Okay. All right. So, I am going to let's see. What does my medium pistol do? I think do I get more than one attack? I think I do. I don't remember. I can't tell. I don't know that I do. Oh, rate of fire is 2, so I can fire 2 shots in a round.
Yep. And you can split that up among your movement if you wish.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop 2 shots. Number 1. It's a 14.
Okay. One moment here. She evades.
Okay, shot number 2. 19.
Evades.
Damn, son of a bitch. Well, then I'm getting back behind the tree.
Okay.
No, I did not boom headshot.
Now,
Oh, headshot.
these shambling, shaking figures come swarming forward. And I can get a All right. These 3 fans, well, probably not fans, but they're mobbing you like fans would. As they are reaching to almost rend you limb from limb. As they're just jittering and they're trying to grab at you. Now, you will be able to evade each of these attacks. They are each going to get 2 attacks on you.
Oh, come on, Ramon.
So we have a 10 and an 11 from the first one.
What am I looking for as a thing?
Evasion is under fighting.
That's right. For some reason I thought it was under performance. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, those are going to increase by 2. I forgot to add the other thing to it. So that's a 12 and a 13. All right, first one, you know, get off me. You pull your arm back. Second attack.
And second, yeah.
Okay. I believe the defender wins the fight, as I need to overcome what your defense was. So you are able to avoid like a fist coming right at your face to clock you.
Okay.
Let's just do it this way. We'll do it one at a time. Another 2.
Okay.
You need to evade a 16 and a 14. First one's going to hit.
Yeah. Hell.
Second one will not.
Whew, that could have been a lot worse.
All right. 6 damage. Does that overcome your armor?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Because I have armor jack on. And that's still an 11, I think.
So this one almost tried to punch through you, and your armor it stiffens at the blow. It might kind of make you wheeze a moment because you get the concussive force, but you don't get whatever is driving this this person here.
Oof.
And 2 more attacks from your third assailant. You need to evade a 12 and a 14.
Evasion.
Okay, you do. You do.
Yeah.
All right.
All that dancing on stage.
Now, they've moved in and they've tried to grab you and like punch at you and through you. After that, they're the different parts of them that are augmented in some way almost have a resonant red glow, almost highlighting their enhancements. They seem to get angrier or buffer. They're glowing red themselves as they're bathed in this red light. I don't have anyone else here, but I do have a lawman that can take a shot. And I'm going to use... 1 second here. I need... this. I am going to shoot at... how do I draw the arrow again? I gotta hold down a key.
It's under. It's the ruler on the side.
The ruler. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. No, that's just not there. But what I can do... not quite. We're treating that as bushes and trees. Though I could have stopped him a little shorter. So let's go back to select. And going back those two... He was right here. He's just going to dash up here. Now what you, Benji in particular, you and Rock and the crew are going to see a lawman who has come up this way, but he's acting really weird. He has his gun drawn, and he is looking to shoot in this direction. But the way that he's moving is like there's absolutely something wrong with him. Now, whether or not this guy is still in there, that is going to be a case for you to contemplate or moralize or not and act upon. But you do have a lawman here who's kind of jittering forward and is holding an assault rifle up, probably in automatic firing mode. Then I'm going to have the other one here. Let's see. Did I have him double move? I did not. Okay. All right. We go back to the top. Ramon, then Sharp, and then we go through Rock, Zeke, Benji, and then the others.
Okay. I forget. If I disengage, do I from these three backing off? Do I take in a penalty?
I don't believe attacks of opportunity exist. So if you want to move, you can move.
Yeah. Ramon's gonna what? Ramon is gonna try and duck between the bushes, and that. But as she does, she's gonna she's gonna back off a couple of steps, and then look at Sharp and just say, "If you want help, you fucking help yourself and stop this now." And if you want that as a face-off, I will do that.
I will absolutely take that as a face down.
Because I I know you're better than this. I know you have a soul and fight machine. Rage against it.
I am going to use one of my Fickle God favors. Because I am resisting you.
I will throw the last two of my luck in as well.
And this is... Oh, that was the other one. We have...
Oh, do I Because technically I won the last face down. Do I?
I will say it's only a
-2?
-1 instead of a -2, as you're getting your confidence back. But this is still a tense situation.
Yeah, it definitely is. I can agree to that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, fuck. I only got a 16. Oh well.
Okay. I mean, I got a 12. Which, if it helps you, Sharp being in this state she's not cool. She's not as cool as she once was, and I think you've picked up on that. All right. So you're screaming at her. If you want help, you have to fucking help yourself.
So, yeah, and fight whatever's fucking with you. Basically.
Okay.
And then I will finish the rest of my move.
Yep.
Like, try to get out of line of sight of everyone.
Okay.
That's the most I can move as well, so.
Yeah, because you took the action to T-pose on Sharp here. All right. Sharp here.
What? Remember, kids, words are weapons, because they can hurt.
It tenses up and is like clenching and writhing a little bit. And though her face, for what you can see of it and how it's expressed, has something else written on it, her body does carry her as she staggers. She staggers up this way. And as she's trying to fight, and she is lifting her arm once more. Rock, this is probably the source of that grenade that you saw go off on your quick approach. Now, the grenade does not fire, but being the weapons guy that you are, this is some this is some bullshit that you're facing right now. If she gets to fire that off, this is not going to be good. But for whatever reason, she's distracted or something, where she staggers forward and like she's not aiming, but like she's ready to go, if not for whatever's happening in her head or outside of it, considering that shot that she took to it. So she's been somewhat hobbled on this turn. Now we're going to go to you, Rock. You and your boys are here. What would you like to do? You have kind of a twitchy fellow enforcer up here. You have a bunch of these people who are staggering forward and we're trying to assault Ramon. You have someone who has some pretty clearly gnarly and illegal mods and probably suffering cyberpsychosis. So, I mean, do you see yourself in that chrome reflection, Rock? No time to moralize. You got to take action. What are you doing?
So I have a couple questions. So do my backup guys, are they in the same initiative as me? So they make their moves in my initiative?
Yeah, I'm gonna count you as a team, and you just tell me what you want them to do, and I'll pilot your backup here.
It doesn't really have, like, for my backup on my sheet, it doesn't really have any like values assigned to them, like what they would have as weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some basic stuff in here for the level of armor and everything they get. I'm gonna pilot them with a character sheet I have open here. They do have a heavy pistol and an assault rifle. So if you want to have them tactically move out, or if you want them to shoot at a target, they have a move 6 as well. So you can tell me, what do you want them to do, and I can pew pew, or I can have them move up and try and take down a target, or do something like that. But you tell me how to handle this situation.
And then my other question is, like, my rifle has auto fire at 3. Does that mean I get to shoot it 3 times?
Yes. I believe it has a toggle on it that you can hit. So you can hit auto fire, and you can auto fire. It'll consume more ammo, of course, but you might get more hits with it. That's your call if you want to plink
after.
Yeah. So you can either plink or you can burst.
So I'm gonna take the top guy here and move him up. Oh, I can't move my own guys. Move him up to the top front of the...
Quingar, can you give him movement real quick? I just dragged those on there, but can you give him movement so you can place him 6 squares out? And I'm sorry to interrupt. I wanted to make sure that you got the power to do that for the tokens. So you should be able to. Where do you want to move after knowing where you want to place these guys?
I'm going to put him there.
Okay.
And I want to put him... Can I zero in with my rifle on this other lawman and hold an action to where if he decides to attack any of the friendlies, I'll attack him?
Yeah, you can. You have the option here as well, because which weapon do you have, or what are you using for your weapon? You said.
I'm gonna say he's using his rifle.
Okay, that's the assault rifle?
Yeah.
Okay. So you should, if it's full, you should have 10 bullets remaining. You have the option if you want to do suppressive fire. That's kind of a non-lethal option because that would force him to take cover. Or if you want to just hold an action and go for, look, if he's doing this, sorry, dude, but I got to put you down. You can call that as well.
If he initiates the force, then I'm just gonna take him down. So I'm gonna hold action with him.
Okay. You will have to move because the golf cart is blocking you. Since he's here and you're here, you have the golf cart in the way.
That's my top guy that I moved up there. He's got line of sight on him, right?
Oh, you want him to do that? I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about you as Rock. Gotcha.
No,
okay.
I want him to
Sure.
zero one on him.
Gotcha. Got it.
Then I'll move him up and I'll take a shot at Sharp with him.
Okay. Do you want him to use auto fire or?
I'll just have him use a single shot.
Single? Okay.
And do.
And let's see real quick here. All right. She is actually going to get. She will get hit, and she's still trying to dodge bullets here. So she will take no critical hits. She will take some more damage. As boom, and you see some sparks fly off of her torso, and she kind of crumples forward. All right, continue.
Does it say like how much damage she took, or?
Yeah. So her armor ablated 10 of that. So she took 9.
Okay. And then I'm going to move forward to there with Rock, and I'm gonna go auto fire on him.
You're auto firing on Sharp?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do I just hit the attack 3 times, or?
Toggle auto fire so that the bar is red, so that it's on.
Yep.
And then you can make your attack that way. All right. So we have... I will have her try to evade. And Defender wins. So, you do a pop. You pop off some of your rounds there, and she is able to, like, maybe she used the momentum of ducking down. She does almost like an impossible set of splits, and your 3-round burst or whatever like flies over her as she springs back up, and there's just this really thick, glowing red blood coming out of the wound to her torso.
So that's confusing to me. So I did auto fire and it did 2d6 damage. This was 5d6.
That would have been unless there's something off about the weapon in 1 second here. Use auto fire, cost an action and 10 bullets. If you don't have 10, you can't. Use the auto fire instead of the weapon. Oh wait, did you roll auto fire? Yeah, okay, so that was...
I haven't set
plus
the auto fire.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But it says it rolled instead of for auto fire, it rolled 2d6 for damage. And on my sheet for my rifle it says 5d6.
Yep, so this says if you hit, roll 2d6 for damage and multiply it by the amount you beat the difficulty value to hit your target, up to a maximum denoted by the weapon's auto fire. So for you using an assault rifle, that would be 4. So what it would do is it would multiply your damage. So if you hit, it would hit hard because you're multiplying the damage, because that's of the theoretical 10 bullets you fired. That's just representative of how many sort of like stacked up on your target.
Okay.
So it's 2d6 multiplied by what you would have beaten. But in this case, because she dodged, 0 times anything is 0. So no damage would have been dealt. So yeah, if you're shooting single, then it's 1 instance of a bullet that deals 5d6. But if you auto fire, then it would be 2d6 multiplied by up to 4. So possibly 8d6 on an auto fire.
Okay. So I'm gonna move him back behind coverage. So I don't roll 3. It's just 1 roll for it. It's not 3 different rolls then.
Yeah, it's 1 roll and it'll consume 10 bullets out of your magazine. So if your magazine is 25, you can do that twice before you'd have to spend an action to reload back up to 25.
All right. And then I'm just going to move them both back behind the cover of the golf cart thing here.
Okay.
No, not that guy.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's waiting to see if he has to intervene. Right. Okay. Zeke. What's happening? Pop. All around here. What's happening?
All right. So I'm gonna look over at Tessa and say, "You got a gun?"
No.
All right.
I
Let me
came to
tap
see a
kidney
concert.
real quick.
I'm sorry, I talked over you. What did you say?
Let me tap a kidney real quick.
She looks at you oddly.
And I pull out my extra gun, a concealed one, and I hand it to
Ah.
her and I say, "Don't shoot me."
Understood.
And then I don't know if that's all I can do this turn, because like usually something like manipulating a weapon like that would count as an action, because I'm not just dropping it.
Yeah.
You gotta.
You can move if you want to move.
Well, maybe I should. So now these people over here, are they moving toward us? Like
Yes.
shambling toward us?
They are.
All right. This is the right place for me. I wish I had a move that was useful. This is just a park bench, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any place, like anything back farther south that looks like good cover, like where I could get like a vantage point for more sniper shots?
For ease of concept, I'm going to say that besides a small extension of the bench down here, the rest of Raphael Park is going to be open grass. So we can extend this bench and these hedges to the south a little bit.
Yeah, then I think the thing for me to do is to duck and cover.
Okay. All right, one duck and one cover. We come over to Benji. Benji, pop, pop,
Alright.
pop by the lawman beside you.
But do make sure that Tessa gets a turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, she can do something now, so. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll put her with you like the NPCs are with Rock. I'm sorry, Benji. Hang on one second here.
No worries.
By the way, Ian is still lost in his scan. Tessa is going to. She's gonna take the gun and she is going to. 2, 3, 4. She's gonna take cover behind the tree here as she dashes forward with your gun.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Benji. Go ahead now.
Okay, so let's see. I kind of want. So who is this right here?
That is a lawman that is very jittery and is holding a weapon pointing towards you all over here.
Nope,
Is,
I don't
uh,
like him.
Not quite shambling, but is in a state similar to these other people that are just sort of staggering forward.
So I can aim and fire, right?
You can. Aiming is just a -8.
Okay. So it means my difficulty is raised by 8. Or my overall total is raised as -8, right?
Yes. So you'd
Okay.
roll and we'd subtract 8. And then either, if you're shooting at sharp, she's probably going to try and dodge or evade, I mean. If you're shooting at someone else, it's probably going to be a static difficulty value based on the range and the gun you're using.
How far away is he from me? He's too far away for me to just run up and shank him. I am. Just gonna take standard attacks. I'm not gonna try and aim. But I am gonna start running towards him, about right here, before doing so. So attack number 1.
Okay. So you unfortunately miss, as you needed a 13.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Attack number 2.
Ramon, a bullet kind of like it twangs right into the tree beyond the lawman from Benji's errant shot.
16.
16, so this will hit. Your damage is 9. His armor, so you hit him, and no crit. So you hit him, but his armor seems to take the shot.
Alright. Well, that's what I'm doing.
He does not seem to register the fact that he's been shot, even though it didn't go through. There's not like a looking down or a clutching at the chest where the impact was. It's like he's not coherent to it.
Oh shit, this is cyber psychosis at its finest.
All right. Now we have some shamblers coming up here. We are going to have 1, 2. That was only 1. They're gonna chase 1, 2. Ramon, your fans just can't leave you alone. And they're definitely more swole than they were before. Okay. So we're gonna get some swings in on you, Ramon. All right, 11 and 10. I'm giving you a warm up here, I guess, before the more difficult stuff, because these people aren't trying too hard, but they probably can't. Remember, that is under fighting, and it's evasion. All right, dodge. And dodge. 2 more. Do not, and do. All right. This one, as the red light suffuses them, enhancing, empowering them. This is going to be 11 damage, but I believe your armor soaks it all, right? Okay. So this one hit, and but it's holding. It didn't punch a hole into you. But whatever this is absolutely making them abnormal. Last set of attacks. Right, you will win that one, and the second one, you do not. 13 to the body. So that means you're going to take 2 hit points of damage, and your armor goes down by 1 point on your body location because they hit, and it shifts your armor, or just something where your armor's ablating now. Because remember, anytime you all take at least 1 hit point of damage, well, that's going to do it. Okay. Now, we are going to have a bit of an exchange of fire here. Because I am going to have my lawman open up on Benji, and that is going to have Rock's guy open up on the lawman. So, first things first, Benji, I'm going to attack you.
Okay. That's evasion.
No. Well, if you have a reflex of 8, you can choose to evade.
Yes, I do.
Okay. If you want to choose, yeah, you can choose to evade the attack.
I will choose to do so.
Okay, you do. He opens up, tink, 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 and bullets just. I'm sorry, everyone. This golf cart is not going to be driving anytime soon. That said, I was prepared. If any of you wanted to hop in the golf cart and do shenanigans, it was there. All right. This is going to trigger the backup here to open up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even at 6, unfortunately, 18 is not high enough for the difficulty value of 22 at this range. So pop, 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 and that Ramon, that tree is shaken. It's taken a couple bullets. You see some sparks from stray shots that bounce off the flagstones here as well. Okay, now we come back to the top. We have Ramon, Sharp, Rock.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a question. So that was the return fire from my lawman, right?
Yes.
So I'm within 6 yards of him. I get a difficulty value of 22.
Yes.
Okay.
For the way this gun works, if you are that close, it is harder to hit with it.
I guess I don't understand what is the value of each square of movement?
1 yard. So if he's here, that's 1 yard,
Okay.
2, 3,
All right. Okay,
4.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So got close, maybe a little too confident or something. He wants to end this, and his overconfidence pop, 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 and missed the attack. Ramon, what are you doing? I can't hear you, Ramon.
Just to interject,
Yeah.
on a grid, and we don't necessarily have to do it this way, but on a grid, I believe each square is supposed to be 2 yards.
Oh, is it 2?
Maybe supposed to be 2.
Oh,
That's
you
it
know what?
says.
You're right. Yeah, it is supposed to be 2. So hang on. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 20. So he still wouldn't have made it with the 20. You're correct. Everyone is 2. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
That was my fault. So it still wouldn't have hit, but yes, that is good to know. Sorry.
Okay.
So does a
New
movement of
system.
6
First
does a movement
intense
of
combat.
6
That's okay. I'm new to the system too, but that's the way I read the book.
Does a movement of 6 still mean 6 squares or 6 feet? Or
6
6
squares.
yards?
6 squares.
Yeah.
Squares. Okay.
New system, who dis?
Ah, there you go. Hi.
Yeah.
All right, I hear you.
I
What are you
took
doing,
my
Ramon?
microphone off.
Gotcha.
Well, being as I'm being pummeled, I want to I'll move away from some of these guys.
Okay.
And what? It's like. But before I do, why not give another shout, and it's like more towards these guys as well. Like, it's like you're not fucking drones. You're not. It's like, you're people. You have minds. Fight this. And then,
Sure. Why don't you roll your rocker boy
All right,
ability
yeah.
here?
Ooh, yay!
Benji's just gonna call back at her, bitch Delta.
All right. Unfortunately, 8 is not going to be enough to control the group. So it looks like Sharp's going to get a
Yeah.
full turn, and they're not going to be moved by your words. So you can move your movement away.
3, 4. Ah, shit. Ah. Yeah. Because that was, yeah. 'Cause, I can move 5. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right then.
I don't know what else to do.
Sharp
now.
is Sharp is no longer struggling with any sort of inner turmoil. is looking ahead here and is going to leap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is going to leap 8 squares over. Just land. Benji, you get to experience something that you haven't before.
Oh,
How many pieces of cyberware do you have?
let's see.
And are they majority in your body or on your head?
Well, if each piece counts as a separate piece, it's a cyber arm, a med scanner, and a tech scanner. And they're all in my arm.
Okay.
My dominant hand.
All right, you take 8 hit points of damage as your arm just... Everything seems like it's almost pulling off of your body.
Ow. Ow.
And it's
Ow,
it's
ow.
twisting. Now, Rock, I need you to roll a resist torture and drugs skill. Okay, Rock. You are not you do not take damage nor succumb to the influence here, but you do feel that there's a battle going on in your body in the presence of like now that Sharp has moved up close to you. Your body wants to rebel, but you are keeping yourself under control. Uh-oh.
That's an ouchie.
Incoming brain damage.
All right. The two backup guys here, who moved in, also, what the fuck? As they are, they're clenching up now in the presence of Sharp, and we have a, that was an 8. So one of the guys must have like some cyber legs, and just like he falls and he's braced against the cart. He's like, oh, fuck, I can't move. He can. He's being dramatic. It's just a -4 to his movement. So for strategy for you, Rock, this guy up here only has a 2 movement right now, as his cyber leg is disabled. It's broken, quote unquote. Okay. And both of them have taken damage. Ian, Zeke, you hear Ian go, that's interesting. And then he just sort of freezes. And that's
turning it off and on again.
what happened.
Ain't that interesting?
And now,
Basically a shut down cybernetics field.
Benji, Sharp turns to you.
Hello.
No witnesses.
And is going to open up into you.
I don't like that. I'm going to choose to evade whatever she's coming at me with.
She is going to... I'm sorry, she would have been... Oh, it should... Yeah, no, never mind. Not that one. That doesn't have the what it takes there. All right, you are going to need to evade an 18. Oh no, Benji.
Oh, no!
Benji, as your arm is rebelling, with her other hand, it just opens up and a barrel points out, tut, 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 with a heavy submachine gun. The heavy submachine gun has a multiplier of... 1 second. That's martial arts. I gotta go one more back here.
She's not at a penalty for having done that at close range?
You chose to evade.
Ah, balls.
All right, this is a multiplier of 3. So you are going to take 24 points of damage.
Ouchie.
But it's not critical.
Very, very well. No, actually, that's my armor soaks 11 of that. So let's see. You said 8. How much? 24 minus 11. That's 13.
Yep.
Okay,
Benji,
I am seriously wounded.
Ah, that's more than a minus. No, that's -2. Correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're not mortally wounded. All right. So, Benji, that burns. And you're this close to Sharp. The injuries she sustained have that same kind of really viscous blood that you saw Ice leak during your motorcycle race. But anyway, let's go to Rock. Rock, being in the presence here of Sharp it's affected your boys, and something was trying to take over, to seize up. You were able to hold off against it. So there's no penalties. You could do whatever you want here. But so you tell me. Remember, this boy can only move 2. He's fine. And you're fine otherwise.
So the top guy can still shoot, right?
Yep. He just his leg is broken, quote unquote. He has -4 to his movement, so he can only move 2 squares.
I'm gonna have him shoot at the shoot pistol.
Thank you for the snail.
Yeah, heavy pistols.
All right, you're shooting the pistol at Sharp.
Heavy pistol at the law boy over here.
Law boy. Oh, yep. He turned. He tried to open up, and well, he wasn't successful.
He tried to attack.
Yeah, he shot. So he shot at Benji, which triggered him to shoot here, but it was a miss because of the range.
Wow. So I can't shoot a pistol 10 yards?
You can. Pistols are pistols probably have the easier to hit. Yeah. It's only a 13. Well, at 10 it's 15, I'm sorry. You need to hit a difficulty value of 15 to hit with a pistol.
Oh, I thought you automatically have been rolling for because you have the character sheet for them.
Yeah, so when I pressed the auto fire button for him, and that's what came up, but the range dictated that he missed.
No, he was using his heavy pistol. That's not auto fire.
Oh, he was using his heavy pistol.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you had set up. He had set up with his rifle.
Well, that's what he used the first time, but he can't use a different weapon.
Then he would have hit with an 18. So the lawman up here would have taken some damage, yes.
I think the confusion is he's talking about what he's doing now. You were talking about what he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah. He wants to hit with the heavy pistol now.
Sure. If you want to swap to a heavy pistol, then never mind. Then yeah. If that's what you want to do now, then you can shoot. Yeah. You want him to swap weapons and open up with the heavy pistol?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. No problem. I'll hit that then. Kapow. All right. 14, and he's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Unfortunately. Oh man. Sorry, Crispy. Rock, your dude needs to go back to the shooting range. Like you did fantastic. He missed as he needed a 15 and got a 14. So bang, goes off, misses.
All right, so I'm gonna move the other backup down 1.
Okay.
And have him shoot at Sharp with heavy pistol.
Okay, here we go. This is an attack versus an evade. So bang, and she twirls out of the way.
All right, I'll move Rock down and do pistol with him.
Okay. So that is I need to evade over a 20. Nope, I don't. So that is going to be 15, only 1 6 in the damage, so it's not a critical hit. But that will deal some more points of damage and ablate her armor even more. So Rock, you come out with that heavy pistol. What's that?
Oh, I said hello, tiny dog.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
I forgot I was not muted.
Rock, you hit, and this, the condition she's in, she should be limping. She should be in pain. You see this very viscous blood almost kind of goop out of her body. So she is definitely not normal. You have dealt damage to her, but she's not slowing down like your boy with the broken leg, or how Benji is. Something happened to him. He's not looking too hot. Nope. So you did deal damage, but she's just not going down. Not yet, anyway. All right. You move back into place there?
Yep.
Okay. Zeke, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you're not sure, I will offer a perception as an option on your turn.
Nope, I just got to decide who to shoot at. That's all.
Okay, no problem. For you, I will give you a perception that could reveal something if you don't know otherwise, or for whatever.
Well, I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah,
take
right.
what's behind door number 2.
So you're looking around, evaluating targets. You can make the perception as your action, and I'll give you information if you do pretty well, or you can shoot something.
Probably ought to shoot something.
Okay.
Just feel like I gotta. So,
Yep, because I'm hurting.
Yep. I hope I can save Benji. Don't want him to die. Don't want me to die either. So that's the problem, isn't it? Because if you run toward the danger.
Yep, I found that out the hard way.
All right, I have a move of 6, so I should be able to go over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take another shot with my sniper rifle. This is just an ordinary old shot.
Okay.
And
that's fine. You can shoot over this bench. That's not a problem.
Yeah, and we'll be at a range of 32.
Okay.
So it's going to be either DV 20 or your evasion. I guess, because you get to choose that, right?
Yeah, I'll try to evade.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll.
So that should be, for me, 6 for my skill, plus 7 for my reflex, minus 2 for my brain damage, plus D10. Is that correct?
Yep.
18. Oh,
Oh, she
Man.
evades.
you rolled 7. You rolled 7. That's not fair. All right. Just kind of look at my gun and say, Tanya, you let me down.
I love
It's
it.
all right. I'll give you another chance.
All right then, Benji, and then zombies.
I am jumping this hedge and I'm getting into cover.
Sure.
And I'm gonna try and patch myself up.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get my damn arm to work again. So what do I
That
do?
is going to be. You are seriously wounded.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to need a. You are seriously wounded. This is a difficulty value 13, and I will take either first aid or paramedic.
I think we're gonna go paramedic. Yeah, they're both the same. Yeah, so let's do that. 18.
Okay. You recover a number of hit points equal to your body. Congrats. That's what you get to do for this fight. Because you can't keep doing that.
Yeah. My body is 5. Okay, so that takes me out of seriously wounded.
Okay. Now you just have what, -2s, right? Is you're lightly wounded? Or no? No,
I guess
it's
'cause
the lightly is anything below full to half, and then yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're lightly wounded.
yeah, I'm not at any penalties anymore.
Yep. Okay.
All right. I'm ducking and cover. That is what I'm doing for the rest of this.
Okay. Tanya or Tessa. I'm sorry, Tanya was the rifle.
Yeah,
Tanya says, "I'm sorry, Zeke."
Yes.
Tessa, however, stays behind the tree, and maybe she's trying to line up a shot, but nothing happens. She just sort of, she's here. She might scooch like a little bit over. Zombies.
Because that's what they technically are, I guess.
Kind of.
All we want to do is eat your brain.
Cyber psychos.
And this is what Ramon's been warning everyone about for so long.
Only netrunners can do this shit.
I'll just step on the flowers like an actual villain.
Oh,
No.
Yep. I'm sorry, everyone. I have the mature tag on for a reason. All right, they shamble up. Ramon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Now, if it matters to you, they are no longer, I guess, pulsing with red. This is going to be a 17 and a 16 you need to avoid. Which, I think your armor is just down to 10, right?
It is down to 10, yeah.
Okay, now I still need to roll in case I crit. So yeah, go ahead and dodge a 17 and a 16, or evade, I mean. Oh, all right. Oh no, I can't crit. These are only 1d6s. Okay. They're grabbing at you. So I'm sorry. So here, now that we understand the mechanic, they're trying to punch you. They're on you, but unless they're, I guess, like they're revved up or redded up, you have zombies on you, but they're just kind of in your way, like blocking you from moving past them, but they can't hurt you with their 1d6. Now that's discovered. Unless they're juiced up, I can't hurt you with them, so I can abbreviate that part. Let's see. We have the lawman. Benji, you hear the lawman say, "No witnesses," and is going to open up at you.
Oh shit. He's the last line of sight. I did not move enough.
Okay, are you evading?
I'm choose not to because his range is super low.
Okay, you gotta let me know beforehand. We'll
You did not.
he
did not pop me.
up, and there's dirt and everything that sprays up around you.
Yeah,
now
you
that was
rolled and then asked him if he was evading after you.
yeah, that might have been so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it go to keep the flow of things moving here. But yes, we'll fix it for next time. We'll worry about that next time. I need to have him move up, and I'm kind of in a sweet spot with him being back here. Who is out though? I know. So we'll have him go.
I'm hugging that bush real close. me and that bush are getting real close.
10, 11, 12. All right. Well, it'll be a little bit more difficult on this one. The second lawman shambles up and tries to light up this guy here. This is, however, going to be a 20 since he's just outside the range. And fails to do so. Once more, the golf cart and Benji, the bush kind of... You're hearing the zwing, zwing, zwing of a couple bullets from the assault rifle here as it's winging past. But this backup is still good. All right, that was all of my zombies, all of my lawmen. We go back to the top. Ramon.
Okay.
Though, Quingard, the zombie is red right here, and this lawman is red.
Ramon is going to head towards Sharp because she's insane.
Okay.
And she's gonna, and like, she's actually gonna take her glasses off, throw them aside, and it's like, you're right. I've been a fucking bitch to you. And if I hadn't, we wouldn't be in this situation. So yes, perhaps this is all my fault. But you've got to fight this. Be my Sharp. Be my Sharp. Be my friend again. Fight this. And I guess face off, face down, accuse.
Be sharp.
Go ahead and roll it.
And does this still have the -1?
You are neutral now since you canceled that last one out. I'm going to use one of my floating fickle god favors.
Are there any more floating?
Yes, you actually have. You have 2.
Fuck yeah! I'm burning. If I may, burn both of them. So,
Okay.
because I can actually change the mods on the sheet, so I did that. Because I just found out I can do that. Close. And rolling with that. Why do you roll so bad?
Oh no. All right.
Why?
You step up. You're fully bathed in red, but it doesn't affect you, Ramon. And you're be sharp. B. There's no like she's not breaking down, but you do see, if only for a moment, the red flickers before it goes back on. This is doing something, but you gotta get through. How can you get through to sharp? I mean, you have been, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to internalize thoughts for Ramon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sharp.
Can't move anymore.
She's not. She is going to jump. Boom.
Uh-oh.
She clears the hedge, lands. She looks down. No. All right, hang on one second.
No witnesses.
And you see crawling out of her is a cyber snake as I attempt to get you with it.
Oh.
This is versus evasion.
No.
Versus evasion.
Whew. The numbers weren't high, but yours was high enough. Benji, the cyber snake lashes out, and you you're against the hedge, and you duck to the side. Rock, for a moment, from your point of cover by here, there's just this there's this weapon that like emerges from the hedge and pulls back for whatever's going on the other side of that hedge.
Chinga madre.
We go to Rock. Now, I need one more as you are in this aura. I need you to resist torture. Please. Ooh, all right. Man, Rock, you are like, not today. Not today, Satan. All right. You again, there's this control that's trying to take you over as you feel your chrome rebel, but you keep it in line. You keep your shit together. As for your backup, however, let's see. All right, the guy who's already compromised starts seizing, and he is just he's standing there. Well, he's kind of leaning against the cart because he has a broken leg, quote unquote, and he's just kind of limp and standing there. The other guy though is like, no, come on, work, damn you. And Rock, I'm still here. What are we doing? So this guy seized up, but it's you and your other partner that are still here. That can do something.
This guy's out of the fight then?
He's not responding right now. He's just sort of standing there very limply. You could try and shake him out of it if he's shell-shocked in some way, or you can press the attack, you can run away, you tell me what you're doing. Like these two guys are approaching and can fire. Sharp is leaping around doing all sorts of stuff. You'll have to go through the hedges over here, if that makes a big difference to you. But
And I can't shoot through the hedges; they're too high.
yeah, so like if you go here, you could shoot around the corner. That's fine, but you'd have to like go in between them so you can duck around the corner, and and take the shot there. So it only costs two movement to go up here.
So I can shoot from there.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna go heavy pistol against Sharp.
Okay. $15. The picnic table takes the shot for her, it seems.
Can I move through friendly units, or does that cost?
I believe you can. And if you can't, I'm going to allow it. So that's fine. I'll allow it for this combat. Okay. Take the shot. Tactical back. And what's that guy doing? Is he going to do the same thing? Move up, shoot?
He's going to move up, do the same thing, heavy pistol.
All right, here we go. And kapang. An 18. I don't know. Man, Sharp is sharp. Boom.
Stop. Don't you ever run out of evasions?
She should be at negatives, but for some strange reason, she's not. So, she's dancing mad right now.
Can I move to this spot by the motorcycle at the end of the motorcycle?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
In scale, that's a super long motorcycle, but yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about that at the moment. All right, that was Rock. Zeke, what are you doing? Zeke, you can shoot, you can perceive.
Sure can. So I cannot hit Sharp from where I am because she's behind a hedge.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh darn. And these are just ordinary zombies?
Yep, these are like these are concert goers, college kids that are just shambling forward.
Okay. And now what's special about the yellow dots?
The yellow dots denote those are lawmen. So like red dots are zombie enemies, yellow dots are enemy lawmen, so we don't get confused on.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
And the blue dots are the friendly lawmen.
Okay. I have to count range then. Just a minute. That's inconvenient. I am inconveniently located. Okay, I am currently 20 squares away from this lawman. So I am going to use my move of 6 and go south 1 plus 5 more.
Okay.
So I'm plus 5 south of the map.
Okay.
Okay, which makes me 26 squares away from that lawman.
Okay.
Which is 52 yards.
Yes.
Which is a better range bracket for my sniper.
Oh yeah, I bet that's a sweet spot.
It is. It's the best range. And then I'm going to shoot that lawman with the sniper rifle.
Bring it.
So that is going to be 7 plus 6 minus 2 because of my stupid brain plus D10.
Those.
Gosh darn it!
Oh, all right.
Missed.
Yep.
Look at my gun again and say, "Girl, people's lives at stake. Work with me here." All right, that's three bullets. One more, and I have to reload it.
Okay. Tessa is hiding behind the tree. She doesn't fire the gun.
Tessa, fire the gun!
Working on it. We go to Benji. Benji, your back is against the hedge. You have Sharp, who keeps telling you no witnesses.
Okay.
Despite being shot at, like, she is aggroed on you. Like, other shots have been going off, have been hitting around her and have been impacting her. But she's never attacked Ramon, and she's only ever gone after you. I mean, she blew up the van, but the van was Ramon's. So, I mean, there's that, but also Ramon wasn't there.
Poor Steve.
Okay. I can work with this.
You have this glowing red monster over you, this dark, thick blood oozing out of her body. This close, she's like a walking corpse at this point, but she's not going down. Something is keeping it going.
He's gonna call out. Zeke! Shoot Tessa! And he's going to then stab at Sharp with his knife.
Okay. Got your knife out. Go in there. Woo, doggies. I don't know if I could do any better. Nope, that's not a green number.
That's not a green number at all.
Nope,
all right.
I got green.
Roll your knife damage.
That's 1d6.
Okay. Like, it pokes in, but her armor is stopping that damage from getting all the way through.
Shit.
So, like, you go to stab her gut, and it's like her abs catch your knife, and...
Well, I have a rate of fire at 2. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah, get it done. See what you can do, if anything, here. Oh. You distracted her. She's too busy looking at the first stab. And, so you do stab her.
Alright. Then that's for that 5 damage.
Yep, but the armor stops it.
God damn it.
She hasn't been ablated enough.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Then I'm gonna fucking Delta.
Okay.
I'm going over here.
All right. That makes sense. Ramon, we're at the top right. We have zombies. Quingar, this guy's not red anymore. 1, 2. Actually, hang on. He will be. 2. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zombies coming around the hedge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he's gonna stay back a little bit. Okay. We have a couple attacks on Ramon. Let's just do it this way, and we're gonna add 8. Oh, all right. So you need to don't worry about the first one. Not gonna, because that even a negative, I'm not gonna worry about it. You need to dodge a 12, a 10,
Okay.
and a very larger number. Okay, well, and a 20. Dodge a 12,
Okay,
10, and a
so-
20. Okay. Armor soaks it, even though it's a juiced up zombie. They're grabbing for you. They're trying. You're getting surrounded. Everything is looking red for you, Ramon. This one's actually just gonna double move. So I'm sorry, this one's not red anymore. They're gonna double move, and both of them are going to train their weapons on Ian. And Rock, as you've moved back, as you like dip between the hedges, you come down. Ian kind of like shakes things off, and he's looking at himself, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird." And then he looks over at the two lawmen that just dipped over towards him, and they have their weapons raised, and he just goes, "Oh no." They don't get to shoot, but I'm throwing that out there. So that was my zombies. We go to the top. Ramon, then Sharp. What are we doing? Ramon, you're bathed in red. There's all this stuff going on around you.
I don't really have much that would probably do much to the zombies. I want to get around the zombies because I kind of want to do something that's probably going to be very stupid or very, very...
I'll let you squeeze this corner of the hedge if you wanted to go 1, 2, if you're trying to dip around them.
I'm trying to dip around them so I can get, like, up close to Sharp, so...
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You could do it in a move 4.
Okay, yep. That's not the button I was looking for. Okay. And... this is probably going to end very badly, and...
Okay, what are you doing?
Wrap her arms around her. Ramon's going to wrap her arms around her.
Okay.
And just, like, look up at her, and it's like, this wasn't how we started out. And I shouldn't have left you to go on your own. And she's not letting go. She just...
Okay. I would like you to make another face down. We're gonna treat this like an automatic crit, so this is gonna be a 2d10 roll, or just roll it and then roll a 1d10 separately.
Okay. Oh.
I can't boost anymore, so. Blah.
Okay. And then...
Whew. All right. So we already had the 16 plus that 9 is 25. All right. The red aura fades as you hug Sharp, and she, for a moment, like, she sits down on that picnic table bench as you're embracing her. And
Ramon. Sorry. You were right. Kill me, or this won't stop. Then that bitch That's all you can get on your turn. But then it's her turn. And she is sitting down and shut down, and she gets to continue her dialogue on her part of the turn. Yay!
Your voice changer's still on.
Yay! I get to speak again.
And you just see Ramon smile at her. It's okay.
This part, as you lean in close, this part is whispered to just you, Ramon. In the swirl of everything here.
Kill Tessa after me.
Right. The bitch is gonna die for you.
Now we go to Rock. Rock, there is no longer a giant red light shining from behind the hedges. What do you want to do? You got these two people, who, well, actually none of the zombies are red now. Sorry, Quingar, I'm keeping you frosty here with this effect. They're still shuffling, they're still twitching, but they don't seem to be as aggravated. What would you and your guy like to do? As the other one is coming too, but he's not going to get to act, but he's not getting worse, and I'm not changing him to yellow, wink wink. So this guy's not available, but you and this other partner are here. What are you doing? Benji's like crawling out of the bushes, bleeding. You got a bunch of concert goers that have been possessed.
You did hear him shout at Zeke saying, "Shoot Tessa."
Yeah, I didn't really understand what the voice changer stuff.
Sorry.
Sure what we were supposed to hear and what we weren't supposed to hear. I know Ramon was only supposed to hear.
You are not supposed to hear Sharp ask Ramon to kill Tessa. Now, Benji was saying that for whatever reason Benji has, you could believe him or not. You wouldn't have heard Sharp say kill Tessa, but you would have heard Sharp say kill me, as in that initial out loud conversation with Ramon. Then you have Ian go, "Oh, this is a problem," and as you look across and you see these two guys getting ready to light him up. As for whatever reason, these two lawmen have taken aggro onto Ian.
Can I move through the edge of this bush?
Yeah, that's fine there.
Like if I went 1,
Yeah,
2,
that's okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Right here.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if you were right here, then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 would be here or here if you want. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there you go. That works.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna heavy pistol the one that's adjacent to the purple, like the purple and pinkish knob there.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, yep, right there. Boom. And for 12, he bends over and is you dealt some major damage to him. He is he's not down, but he's seriously wounded. If you wanted your backup to do the same, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. With 4 movement, or probably 5 is a clearer shot, 5 or 6, he could just make a dash down here and also light up that guy if you wanted. Or if you want to send him through the bushes.
So, if somebody's seriously wounded, they can still act?
Yes, they're at -2.
Penalties?
Yeah, they're at -2. And a lot of people would normally be running away at this point, but unfortunately, that option has been taken away from them. So this would be a very unnatural battle to rock. It would be very unnerving. These, like, even gangers know when, look, I took a bullet, I got to get out of here. But these people just are not, they're not taking the hint.
All right, that should be 6 right there.
You want to do the same thing?
Yeah, same guy.
All right, and let's get that heavy pistol. Yep, hits. Though unfortunately, his armor is going to stop that one. Actually, wait, hang on. You dealt damage to him last time? No, it is not. 1 point is going to sneak through. So never mind. His armor goes down and he does take 1 more point of damage, but he is less armored for it. All right, that is Rock and your one partner here. Let's go over to Zeke. Zeke, what are you doing? You're 5 squares down from this location.
Sure am. So, can I use my voice analyzer to get a sense of how Benji was feeling when he said to shoot Tessa? Can he kind of?
If you want to use that as your action,
I do not.
Okay, then no.
Can I use my intrinsic understanding of how voices sound to see, like, does he sound sure?
He sounds like he's shouting in the middle of a gunfight. So unfortunately, if you want to try it with an action, I can let you discern. Otherwise, you have a spurned lover who is yelling out things in the middle of a gunfight.
And that's tough. All right.
You can also make a perception.
You were deducing, though.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I have time to make a perception. All right, I am gonna, since I'm 5 south, I'm gonna walk northwest 6 squares.
Okay.
So I should end up here. This is where I want to be. Due
Okay.
south of Tesla.
Yep.
5 squares. I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna say, thought we was on the same team. But I got another man I know for sure whose team I'm on. I don't know what to do, and it bugs me when somebody tries to make other people do what they don't want to do. Draw. And then I'm gonna take 2 shots at her with my 6 gun.
Oh, all right.
And each one we are at range 10. So the number's 15. So that's going to be 7 plus 6 minus 2 because of my brain damage plus D10. And 1 hit.
Okay. And for how much damage?
3d6, I believe. 7.
Okay. All right.
Darn.
So she turns around as you're telling her this, and you say draw, and she just has a really baffled look on her face, and then she sort of like goes back against the tree and looks down as a very thick blood is coming out of her. Then
natural or unnatural?
It is an unnaturally thick blood.
Okay. Say to myself, I guess Benji was right. Believe it.
In a very long moment, she's looking at you and looking around. Kitty Bird, I'd like you to roll a d10 for me.
Uh-oh.
Three. Okay.
Oh.
We have Tessa.
Oh boy.
She crouches down, leaps, almost similar to Sharp. Twice. She also has your gun still, Zeke. But she leapt away from you twice.
It's all right. It's not a very good gun.
It's mine. It has my germs on it anyway. It's been touching my kidney all night. Benji, what are you doing?
Plus, I told her not to shoot me, so
well,
what can she do?
The red light is gone.
Did I see where Tessa went?
Yeah, because she leapt up pretty far. She's across the way of the fountain here.
Does anyone else seem like they're aggro against me right now?
You have a horde of zombies that are continuing to shamble this way. No witnesses.
Yeah, that's a pretty difficult shot if I were to try and shoot her from here.
And unfortunately, you can't get in the golf cart and chase her down.
Nope, because it's busted.
Some motorcycles.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know that I can get to mine in time, but I do want to get to my bike. Either my bike or Rock's bike, whichever I can get to.
Well, Rock's bike is right here.
I'll take Brock's bike and I'm gonna go after her with mine.
Hey!
That's a felony.
Yeah!
I think there's been a lot of felonies tonight.
Playing security guard today, Mr. Policeman.
I'm confiscating this!
All this going down, and that's the thing that I call out as a felony. Shooting cops. No, that's okay.
So his
Stealing
bike's...
the bike is a felony.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Benji, you want to hop on Rock's beater bike here? It's still running because he just skid to a stop and jumped off with his crew.
Oh yeah, I'm taking his bike, and I'm gonna go after Tessa.
Okay, so you start peeling off. We come back around here as the zombies 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 these guys start trying to swarm and get in the way here. You've already taken off, so all I can do is start trying to swarm the lawmen here. These ones are going to move up on you, Ramon, and then we have the 2 1 2. They're going to move down here, and they're still going to try and take out Ian as they're shuffling along. So we have 2 attacks. That is both of those are going to hit, and Ian. The first one is not going to hurt Ian. The second one, however, will. Only one. Ooh, close to 2 6s. Man, no crits this combat. But Ian is shot with the heavy pistols because they can't do another round of auto fire without reloading. So one of them hits. Ugh! Ah! He yells in a very human form, as very real blood. It flows and it's nice bright red, not goopy. Comes down. The other lawman is the zombies aren't juiced, so they're more of a. I mean, he's probably terrified out of his mind, but they can't mechanically hurt him right now. The other guy is getting swarmed. His back is to the hedge, and he's got 3 people, no witnesses. Ramon, similar to you, they're not juiced up, but they are trying to grab at you. You know, that would cycle them back around, and we come back to the top of you, and then Sharp.
Ramon's gonna keep her promise. She's gonna take out her combat knife and stab her friend. Begged for her to kill her.
All right. You aim for, there's a very, very big weak spot in her head that Zeke left for you. That was arguably polite of him to do. As she slumps forward and you just see where there's that goop and the sparks coming out of the back.
Yeah.
And so you're holding her, right? She's slumped forward. You draw your knife out. Are you saying anything? Or are you just are you having it happen and you're making it quick?
I lean down to kiss her. And as I do, make
Gotcha.
it quick. And then she looks up and she's like, "Who the fuck is Tessa?"
As you stab her, she falls back from the kiss, and her mouth goes from this aggressive red glow to a very soft pink, and then fades so that there's no light as she rolls her head back in your arms at the picnic table.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then she looks up, like, who the fuck is Tessa?
Yeah, maybe there's red in your eyes, just not that kind.
Yeah.
The others that had been shambling and trying to attack and everything, they stop and some of them collapse down. They're still kind of moving and groaning, but they collapse. What? Ugh, it hurts. Benji, as you are writing to go catch up with Tessa, there is a decision that you can make. As you zoom past the truck, out of the driver's side here is a body that flops out, burnt,
Steve.
quite possibly missing an arm and a leg.
Oh, Steve.
However, you have the higher ground in this case. So now the question is, as this charred person is crawling out, you can stop your pursuit of Tessa to help him, or you can drive past and continue your pursuit as she bounds away.
I'll find her. I'll find her another day. I can't let this man suffer. So I will stop on the bike and I will stop and help Steve.
Okay.
Get him stable so I can get him at least to my clinic.
Zeke,
Yes.
You see the lawmen here collapse. You're in the vantage point. Zeke, you see everything. you hear everything. You see everything. You're omniscient here. Steve crawls out, and Benji like turns the bike. I'm sorry, Rock. Those tires are gonna have to get replaced. Too many hard stops and skids.
Right. Pretty bald anyway.
Yeah, I'll cover it. I'll cover it. I'll be able to.
You might be able, if you want, you might be able to get a shot off as she continues to bound, like at the apex of one of her leaps. If you want to try one more shot, or if you want to run over and see what's happening to talk to people, what is your call in this moment?
No, I would take another shot at Tessa for sure.
Okay.
If she's, I mean, I should probably be able to get 2 or 3 shots because I've got a range of 200 meters, I think.
We
800 meters.
Okay. Yeah, so we can at least one shot. You might ground her after that because otherwise, like, you won't be able to hit her at her apex of jumps. So let's see. Go ahead and take shots at those ranges, and we'll see if you tag her for anything else.
Okay, so shots at which ranges?
So the next would have been, let's see. So she's leaping 1, 2, 3. She would have been at the height, like above the trees here.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to wait a little bit longer, because she would take 2, 1, 2, 3, or here. So either 4
no.
squares from her or 8.
Well, that'll still put me in the. Well, I can take one shot at the 25 meter range, and then another one. Excuse me, at the 100 meter range. Does that seem reasonable?
If it has a rate of fire too, she's taking 2 jumps on 1 turn. So you can either, if it's a rate of fire 1, you can get her when she's a little closer or a little further as she's bounding away.
Further.
Okay, sure.
I want something in the 50 to 100 meter bracket. Is what.
Gotcha. So then 1, 2, 3, 4 would have been the height there. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you take your shot at 1, 2, 3, 4. You take your shot here.
Okay.
So she's not.
Yeah, that's.
It's just a distance. You are floating if you wanted to use it, and I don't know why you wouldn't. You are floating 1 more plus 1.
Of course, I'll use that.
Can I add my +1 to his?
Yeah, I know how much you want her. I'll in spirit. You have. You actually have 2. Kitty Bird has 2, and Coffee, you have 2.
I'll dump both.
Give him.
Your shot is at +5, and everyone's cashing in on this.
All right. So I'm just I got my targeting scope now. Out of according to the rules, the targeting scope is only for aim shots, and this is just a regular shot.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking down it, and I got my zoom eye, and I got the little X zeroing in on her, and I'm just like, this one's for Benji.
All right.
It's gonna be 7 + 6 + 5 -2 + D10. That'll be whatever that is. 21.
I believe that hits in your range.
That's a hit for sure. Because all I need was a 15.
All right, roll your damage then. Oh, if only you got 2 6s, you might have been able to hobble her or something.
That would have been great.
Still, a good amount of she bounds, and you're like, okay, like you're tracing her, right? You're tracing the arcs on the first one, and then right there at the apex as she's jumping, and just that slow-mo of the bullet piercing her. Like, that's a lot of damage that you dealt all the same, whether or not it's a critical hit. It pierces her because she's not wearing a lot of armor. She is armored, but she's not wearing a lot of armor. And she's already been hit the one time too, so it's even a little less. And I mean, you've been hunting out on the ranch. You know when you hit. Now she doesn't jump again in a subsequent, you tagged her and she knows it. But man, Zeke, she actually might need a new kidney. And maybe she'll take your kidney pocket into consideration for an upgrade. But you got her good. She, by all rights, she should probably be on the ground. But there's that weird dark red blood to consider.
Yeah.
Let's go to Rock. Rock, what are you doing in this moment? Let's see, where you're right here, all around you. These college kids and concert goers just sort of like collapse. They're moaning on the ground. This this guy who has a broken leg still is still kind of like and this guy sort of like steps away from the zombies clutching at him. Ian's here and is just looking absolutely like baffled. In fact, he even takes his scanner out and he starts going over things. What would you like to do in this immediately after? As you get to narrate something here. And if it's not an action, you can give an inner monologue like a very good detective
I'm
would.
gonna I'm gonna run back over this way
Okay.
and provide aid to my boy here.
Gotcha.
Get him to calm down, stabilize him, maybe do some first aid on him or something.
So he's the one who's been talking on the radio mostly. He might not be in good shape, but if you wanted to use his, because remember, he's on like the public channel, right? So you could use his radio for something if you want to as well. I'm sorry to have interrupted you. Keep going with what you're saying.
No, so that's all right. So I want to help stabilize him. I'll get on the radio and ask for, tell we have casualties here, ask for backup, maybe medevac, send some peeps, and radio over to my other boy here, have him go check on Ian, make sure Ian's good to go.
Okay. So
just basically get medevac for these, because some of these students took damage, obviously.
Oh yeah,
was beating down on them.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you all didn't kill any of the otherwise innocent civilians, so moral victory. So what we'll do at this point, we're going to have that fade to black. I don't have a credit sequence like I did for Chroma Company. I'm sorry, because it was a little three-parter. But if we did, you can imagine the black screen in the roll, Zeke kind of looking out after getting that target, and there's probably a chunk of your girlfriend on the pavement, right? Right where that had hit. So I don't know if you want to like clone her later on or something, but there's probably some evidence of her there. But we go from like, Zeke kind of lowering that rifle with maybe a grin on his face. Benji, you're looking in that direction, but you do that, damn it, and you go and you start trying to help Steve. We swoop over to Rock, who's over helping his boy, picking up the radio, come on, trauma team, come in, it's safe. It's all clear, or the signals that are used there. And then before the final fade to black, Ramon, you were holding sharp. Your knife is in the opening that Zeke had provided to you at the very beginning of the fight. As we would darken to a black screen and roll the credits, we started with you and we will end with you here in the whirlwind. In fact, you're probably seeing, just how you had that moment with Steve where it was so quiet. Now the sounds of the city are happening. You're seeing the emergency lights and the sirens where these people were waiting at the perimeter for an all clear. So we're getting that moment of beautiful cacophony of noise, of all these aerial vehicles, of trauma teams landing, of campus and higher police moving in now that it's clear. It's in itself almost like a concert with the roar of the engines, the flashing lights. We will close with you, Ramon. In the swirl of this, the fire, the blood, everything, do you have something to say? Or something to do?
In a world where people were told you could be anything you wanted, I just wanted to be myself. In a world of neon and noise, music was the only thing that spoke truth to me. And nothing is truer than your own heartbeat. That's where all music starts. The beat. And it reminds us we're human.
And so, the world continues on, inside and outside the walls. People living their lives, dying, finding and losing themselves in whole or part. But at least for this one moment here, we had a group of people who stepped up and actually cared for themselves, for others, who chose to do the right thing as best as they could, when they could, despite the pain, emotional and physical, it caused them. And so maybe, in Night City, in this place filled with cyberpunks, with gangs, with drug abusers, greedy corporations, in this dark future, there are still glimmering points. And the brightest right now are these four, who are our heroes in red. So I want to thank you all, my players, my audience, for being here. I hope that this was fun and a little bit different from what we normally had done. And I guess look forward to our next role-playing session of Alien RPG, as I'll be making some solicitations here in April to find out who might want to play through that and go through a three-parter too.